Hey guys, welcome back to Random Review Squad. I've got yet another keyboard build for you, and this one is special because it's actually a budget build. This is me attempting to actually get the best sounding keyboard out of a budget GK64S. So stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button and it'll definitely make my day. Let's get into it. Now I know other channels usually make fun of it or they make it into something ridiculous, but I wanted to take it a bit more seriously because for a student like myself, spending almost $200 on a keyboard is still a lot of money. But of course, this is about $130 Singapore dollars in total. Let's look at the parts. We got Gateron Milky tops here, the almost premium sounding but still budget linear. Then we got the GK64S. It comes with a plastic case and a metal plate, which I believe is aluminium. I'm not so sure about that, but it did feel like aluminium and it did sound like it. It does come with a battery module attached, but I think the battery isn't really as safe, so you can actually buy a safer battery and change it out. It also comes with the HOTSWAP RGB PCB and a Bluetooth module as well, so it's pretty feature packed for the price. The stabilizers do come pre-lubed, and I'm unsure what lube they used. I'm thinking dielectric grease, but it was, pretty unevenly applied. You'll see that later, but for starters, I'm not going to touch it. We also got some reasonably priced XDA PBT laser etched keycaps. So it's the really nice grey and red one. At this point, I didn't want to open up anything and I wanted to hear what the stock GK64S sounded like, so I just put everything together without adjusting or lubing anything. Now my friend that I was building for initially wanted a split spacebar, and even though the GK64S supported it with the split spacebar, we did not have the keycaps for it, so I just changed it back to the normal spacebar later on. So it took me about an hour or two just to put it together, and here we have the GK64S before modding. Of course, here's a sound test. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of the sound. It sounded a little bit hollow. It didn't feel as right, you know, with the key switches. So I'm gonna try and make it worthwhile for my friend to have this keyboard. Get the most out of the $130 that he spent. So let's start again. I took it all apart and started by lubing the key switches. Took a while, but really worth it. Here's a sound test for lubed and unlubed. I then carried on to take the stabilizers out to see how they actually lubed it. There was a lot of lube, but it was really uneven. So all I did was just spread that amount of lube evenly across the housing and also the wires. And I added a little bit of extra dielectric grease to the wires just so it can cover the corners. For the stab housings, I actually holy modded them to prevent wire rattling in the housing and then proceeded to bandage mod the PCB so that the housings don't rattle on the board. I also put in some foam to absorb the sound a little and reduce the hollowness in the sound. And then put all the parts back together again, and here is the final product. I mean, yes, it looks the same, but here's the sound test. Yeah, it sounds way better than the previous sound test. I'm glad I actually spent time on this. It definitely was an experience to learn from. You don't always have to spend the most amount of money to get a certain sounding keyboard. There are other variables that you can change to actually achieve what you want. So if you're one of those who wants to spend less money on a keyboard and try to make it sound better, then I would say you just have to pick up some amount of skills in terms of holy modding and also bandage modding and the other balancing of the wires and all that, so that you can get a really good keyboard out of it. Of course, my friend was extremely happy and grateful that I helped him mod the keyboard. Shout out to Minhui for allowing me to film and build his keyboard. If you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button and smash that subscribe button. If you have any comments about the GK64S, leave them down in the comment section below. Catch y'all in the next one.